My loves, welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is God said that there's someone that is upset because they feel like you have entirely too much time on your hands. Baby, and I'm thinking about this. God said, use it from my perspective. My perspective is when I was married, baby, was busy. Why was I busy? Because I was concerning myself with my husband like wives are supposed to. But there were a bunch of people that worked very hard to ensure that I ended up divorced. And they worked real hard. And they did this in an attempt thinking that they was going to be able to control me. But guess what? I single. And don't nobody have no control over me except for me. And it's about where I'm going to do whatever I choose to do because, yeah, I'm single. I don't have to answer to anyone. If I was married, I would still have to answer to my husband because I ain't got no husband. Because there was woman after woman after woman that insisted on sleeping with my man to ensure that we broke up. And even after I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to stand by him. Yes, I'm gonna try to stand by him. I'm gonna sit here looking stupid while he cheat on me over and over and over again. They then started to kick up mess and stir up all kinds of trouble in our marriage to where I had no choice but to let him go. So I am single. And it ain't a situation where you can have any kind of control over what I'm doing. And you don't have no control over what kind of messages I receive on my channel because the messages I receive are from God. It's based off of the prayers that people are praying that are watching my videos. And you know what I'm saying? I don't have as many people watching my videos as I used to. So I guess it's just, I don't know who it is that's watching my videos, but here we are. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? And it can't be a situation where you try to figure out what dang, Star, you can't find nothing. I have to work. Because guess what? I only have one income. I'm single. Okay. And this is it. So I gotta work and I gotta work and I gotta work. All my stuff was stolen from me. Both my cars were stolen. My houses. I have to work. I don't even have that many clothes that fit me good. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? I can't even, like, if I wanted to, I could do a photo shoot, but I couldn't do a photo shoot because I don't even have any clothes to wear. So even when it comes to my thumbnails, I can't even take new photos to put in my thumbnails for those of you that are like, why are you using old pictures? Because I don't have any clothes and I don't have any money. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. I like, honestly, after I got so much help this year, I feel bad. I'm not gonna keep coming on here asking for help and asking for help, but asking for help but I really don't know what to do. My account is in a negative right now. I don't even know how I'm gonna get my son's Christmas present right now. And you know what I'm saying? Let alone birthday present right now. So it's a situation where I really need to be on here all day recording videos, to be honest. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to do. The message is what the message is. And what's wild to me is some people be really in my comment section trying to judge me and act like I'm just so wrong. Yet I see other prophets and prophetesses having similar messages to mine. And I don't understand why it is y'all sitting up here ganging up on me. But in reality, when it comes down to it, I'm doing my job. But I feel like somebody is like really, they feel like they liked you better married. Well, dang, maybe y'all should have left us alone then. Maybe you shouldn't have sought war against me and my marriage then. Maybe you shouldn't have made it your business to ensure that my husband hated me then. The scripture comes from 1 Kings 4 and 5. And Azariah the son of Nathan was over the officers, and Zabud the son of Nathan was principal officer and the king's friend. God said this is somebody that he chose you for the position that you have. And I'm thinking about when I was first fresh back and divorced. God said you going from one crown to the next. Now you can't get mad that God gave me a crown. You can't get mad that you thought, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this. I don't know why the person that was, would even be watching my channel. But it can't be a situation where you thought that when you took my ex, that it was going to be a situation where I had nothing. I just feel like this is somebody that thought there was nothing going on and everything. And now you watching my channel feeling some kind of way because why is God giving her something to do? God been gave me this to do. To be honest, he been gave me this to do. But once I got married, it's like I was still prophesying, but I wasn't prophesying as much because I have to do both. I have to wear both crowns. And now I only have the one. And I have to take care of myself somehow. Because, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already saying I'm skinny. I know I'm skinny. Because I'm losing weight. Because some days I literally don't eat. So guess what? I have no choice. I have to work. I have to work. I have to work. I have to work. And this is my job. And I ain't trying to hurt feelings. I ain't trying to make nobody feel no kind of way. But in reality, I don't feel like the messages, if my messages are reaching you and making you feel some kind of way, baby, you need to change your life around. Because the last message was about a woman who was mad that a single woman didn't want to sleep with her husband and was plotting on trying to make it to where her husband will be able to get what he want, even though this woman don't want it. And that is called RAPE. If you don't know, the messages I'm thinking about, what messages yesterday was about a woman, was that yesterday or the day before yesterday, about a woman seeing another woman on a date and deliberately going out of her way to steal that man away from her. Like, what do you really got going on in your life for you to even be offended by these messages? You need to change your life around. And if you feel like, well, that ain't about me, then why are you offended? Why would you even feel any kind of way? Why is it even a situation where you stressed out? I don't understand. What kind of morals do you have? I'm just being real. Once again, I ain't trying to be mean. You know what I'm saying? I already know I'm gonna lose subscribers. They gonna be bad, kicking their feet up because they feel like they gotta kick dust up on me. Oh, I can't stand Star. She always that she doing too much. I mean, let me be honest. As a single woman, I have never in my life saw a man out on a date with another woman and thought to myself, I gotta figure out some kind of way to get him away from her. Never have I ever. I have never, as a single woman, thought to myself, look at that happy couple over there. Let me go and see if he want me so I can get him away from. Never have I ever. Because I don't move that way. And I ain't trying to hurt no feelings. I ain't trying to step on no toes. But the truth is what the truth is. And a lie is what a lie is. And nowhere in the Bible does it say that it's okay to move that way. And that's the message. But you know what I'm saying? In reality, it can't be a situation where you will start. Why are you so mad? I'm mad because every time I get married, women go out their way to steal my husband. So now I'm in a position to where I don't even want to be married anymore. I'm over it. Because I just don't move that way. And I'm irritated. Even when I go out, I don't even want, it's like I want to befriend people so bad, but I don't trust nobody because every time I try to befriend somebody, they turn around and do anything they can to hurt me. That's why. Why are you like that? And that's the truth. And you know what I'm saying? I can't study. I don't even. I feel like this message is just like the spirit. God is like, what is like? It's almost like while you are putting yourself, whoever asked this, you putting yourself in a position to where you like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? What is wrong with you? Do you really agree with these things? Are you coming into agreement with these things? Are you in a position to where you think it's okay for a woman to see a man on a date with somebody and steal him? Do you think it's okay for a woman to see a man married to somebody and think to herself that she want to go and sleep with him and she want to convince him to hate his wife and she want to make sure that he start being abusive and turn into a complete monster? You think that's okay? You think it's okay for a woman that is sneaking around with a man to then turn to his wife and want to ridicule her, fight her, bully her, and harass her? Do you really think that's okay? If you think that these things that have been going on are okay, baby, much power to you. Okay, it's sad to see you go because, baby, my whole purpose of coming back here is to save as many people as possible. But in reality, I'm losing all hope. I can't stunt. I am, because some of these messages make me really emotional to think that there are this many people that are this wicked walking this earth and they think that they right. That is the most terrifying thing about these messages. Not the fact that God sent me the message. Not the fact that I am the messenger. Not the fact that I had to put that picture there to, you know what I'm saying? Because all the pictures in that I'm being chosen that are, how does it say? The pictures that are pre-chosen don't look good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find a picture where I don't look crazy and I don't look like I'm in mid conversation and then my tongue is going one way and all kind of crazy stuff, bro. But then you know what I'm saying? On top of that, I can't even take no new pictures because I don't have anything to wear. It's like the most frustrating thing is that people are really acting as if I'm saying something wrong. And golly gosh darn, if I'm saying something wrong, I don't even understand why I came back here. And I see why we are basically in Revelation times. Because if y'all sitting up here thinking that it is okay to move like this here, baby, I know we'll jump, hop, and skip away from Jesus coming back. I know we'll jump, hop, and skip away from Elohim saying, you know what, shut it down. Because how is that right? It ain't like every woman is not intended to be a thought. And just because you find a woman attractive don't mean that she needs to sleep with you. And I don't understand why anybody would have a problem with me coming on here saying that, because baby, repentance is key. Unless you are determined to go to hell. And that's the message. Like, and that's just what it is. And it can't be a situation where you like, well, Star, you ain't have to say it. It is literally my job to save as many people as possible. And if I ignore these sins, then I ain't gonna have no blood on my hands. And you can go to somebody else. I understand there's certain prophets that they only say they do they, you know what I'm saying? They get messages about like simple things, or they just get messages about love. Your person is over here, your person is there, you're gonna meet your person in this place, you're gonna meet your, that's wonderful and that's beautiful. Sometimes I get those, they make me very happy and excited. But in reality, we are living in a world where the city that I'm in, they keep on finding people in the bayou. That's the reality. The reality is that on the news, I saw that there were people that were going at it in several different places where people were hurt and some were deceased. That's the reality of the world we living in. The world we living in, there are women being kidnapped and forced into prostitution on a daily basis. This is the reality of this world. And how can you expect God, Elohim, to stand by and ignore that? Do you really think he's not going to give his daughters any kind of warning of the things that are going on? I don't understand why I'm the only prophetess that are receiving messages about the things that are going on. These are dangerous things. That's something that can ruin somebody's life. So why is it that you think that I shouldn't speak on it? What is wrong with your heart that you think I should not be on here giving a warning to women that they need to be careful of what hotel they stay at? Why do you have it in your heart that I shouldn't I warn somebody you need to be careful about what kind of Uber car you get in? Be careful and make sure that you are awake the whole time. Don't you dare fall asleep in that car. And make sure you are paying attention to where you're going. That is a warning that needs to be said, because there are so many women that are just poof disappearing. And why do you not care? If it's about what you saying, well, I don't care about, why don't you care? And that's the best. I ain't trying to get on nobody and I ain't trying to drag nobody. But the truth is what the truth is, what the truth is. It don't make no sense that it's that many wicked, evil people in this world that simply see people entire lives being torn apart, falling apart, and everything is going wrong and you simply don't care. What kind of Christian are you? That you would literally stand by and watch somebody starve? What kind of Christian are you?